Please subscribe the channel for more videos. We promise to keep you entertained. If you are enjoying this video, hit the like button and show some love. They have an amazing fight between them. After a while, Wu defeats Tang San. Then Tang San thinks, I am the shortest living leader of this hostel, I think. Because he had become the leader only a while ago. Tang San asks her, what technique did you just use? Wu says, I used the row skill. It's a skill that makes our body use softness and flexibility. Tang thinks, I have never seen such martial arts even among all the famous clans including the Qi Tang clan. Tang San says, you have won the fight, so you are the new leader here. She feels happy to hear this and gets ready to be the leader. Then Tang San puts his belongings on his bed. Wu also takes the bed next to his. Wu asks Tang San, what is the level of your soul power? Tang San tells that I was born with full soul power. All the children are stunned to hear this. Then there comes a master. He gives Tang San a bedding and says that Tang San and Wu are trainees and you will be in charge of the south side of the garden. You will get 10 coins for this every day. If you are careless, you will be expelled. And he also informs that tomorrow is the opening ceremony of the school. And then he leaves. Wu tells Tang San that your bed is too big. We can both sleep on it. But Tang San finds it strange. Wu says, I'm a girl. If I don't mind sharing the bed, you shouldn't either. Then Tang San joins both the beds and she puts the bag in between so as to maintain distance between them. Then they all come to eat in the canteen, which is huge. Wang tells Wu that 300 students can eat here at a time. But then some children there start teasing him by calling him poor. But Wu goes to fight with them. But Tang San stops her. But then the Grandmaster comes there and he invites Tang San to the second floor for dinner. But he says that I'll eat with my hostel mates. He tells Tang San that you are acting like a brat. He asks Tang San to meet him at the gate of the canteen and goes from there. Then Wang criticizes the Grandmaster, but this hurts Tang San. He tells him that you don't have to speak wrong about my teacher, and from today don't say anything bad about my master. Then he goes to the Grandmaster. He gives food to Tang San and says, eat it and then I want to talk to you. But the food gets stuck in his throat. Then he asks him to show his second martial soul. He shows him. Then he asks him to put it back. He also asks him not to tell anyone about it and don't put any soul ring on it without my permission. Tang San says that my father also said the same thing and asks him, why can't I add a soul ring to this martial soul? He says, now is not the right time to tell this. I'll tell you everything when the time is right. And tomorrow, I'll take you to look for a suitable soul ring. He thinks that I can progress on Xuan Tian's strike from soul ring. Then he tells the Grandmaster that tomorrow is the opening ceremony of the school. He says that I can even ask to close the school for you. He asks Tang San about the blue silver plant. Tang San tells that everyone finds this martial soul useless, but I believe that everything has its own speciality. Then the master tells them about the development path of martial soul. Martial soul was divided into two parts, one beast soul and the other tool soul. Beast soul is the combination of human and martial soul that harnesses the power of the beast on our own strength. To reach that position, soul and body must be one, and that is called martial soul shield body. While the tool soul is different, most of the equipment souls have to leave the body to be used. Tool spirits, in comparison with the animal spirits, act as helpers. Also, some martial spirits can be seen as food. Tang San asks him, can we eat the martial soul too? All martial souls in the food branch are edible. You can think of soul power as a kind of energy. Living beings consume these for energy. Grandmaster says that tool soul masters and war soul masters have similarities as well as differences. Some tool martial soul can be war martial soul. Every soul master has his own path. For example, edible branch, investigation branch, combat branch, healing branch, controlling branch, etc. Once we decide our way to martial soul and keep getting the soul ring, there will be no conflict between the ring and the soul. The master says people consider blue silver plant to be useless, but after years of research, it is proved that blue silver plant also has the power. First, it consumes some soul power. Second, it is found everywhere. Third, there are different routes for its development. And if your martial soul doesn't match the soul ring, adding the soul ring on your martial soul will cause repulsion. And the fourth advantage, it works only on you. And the episode ends here. Please subscribe the channel for more such videos and let us know in the comments about your favorite part of the video. Thank you for watching.